wasn't requested on my IG. I was actually scrolling through, man. I'm getting ready to make some beats, man. And this is one of the few people who I really enjoy their tutorials. This is Simon. We spoken a couple times. I don't really know him, but I really enjoy his tutorials. Seems like a real cool dude. We got a lot of mutual friends. And man, he's a smart dude, man. So I saw this sampling trick you should know in your next beat. Thought I'd check it out, see what I think about it. So let's watch it.
What's up, welcome back to the channel. My name is Simon Subita, and today we're going to talk about samples. All the samples we're going to use are going to be from Splice, which is our sponsor for today's video. If you don't know what Splice is, it's a subscription service that gives you access to millions.
Okay, shout out to Splice. You know what I mean? Shout out to Splice. Alright.
So this one's going in 6/8, and those are always weird, especially if you're trying to flip it into hip-hop beats. So an easy thing we can do is just pull this up into a sampler, and then we can just start chopping it.
Yo, Serato Sample, one of the best plugins I bought. If you're looking for a plugin to buy, and you're just like, you're not sure, and you don't have Serato Sample, well worth the money. Best $100 I spent. It might be cheaper than that now. I had to look it up, but great plugin. Worth whatever it costs. If it costs $300, I would cop.
So pretty much your safest bet for these samples is to just chop it on beat. So I'm going to set it to slicer, press it there, and now if you look closely, everything is chopped in equal increments. I'm playing it sequentially right now, and you're already getting a much better feel for the rhythm. Let me just get some real basic drums right now.
Hey.
We're gonna just fiddle around with the keys until we come up with a really cool pattern. That's kind of nice. Okay, let's put that down. I really want that human sound, so I'm just gonna play this on the keyboard.
Gotta have that swing.
Having different velocities like that and different release times all aids in the swing. So what I'm going to do is select all...
That's big facts. The velocities make hella difference.
These chops and just get rid of the high end so it kind of goes in the background now. And now this is really good in case I want to layer something on top of this. Just because you're sampling doesn't mean you have to put it in the forefront. Maybe it's just going to be that added texture to your beat. Flop one of these bad boys for a bit more swing.
Ooh. That's alright. Yeah, he feeling it. I like it, man.
I'm gonna take out the filter. This can be something good for the intro, and then once the actual beat drops, we can bring in the filtered version, add our own stuff into it. There's a lot of possibility.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
let's just go on to the next one. We're vibing out too much. It's supposed to be a tutorial. So this is a sample from Boy Wonder's pack, just like a really cool dark sample.
Shout out to Boy Wonder. That's alright. I like that loop.
The reason I want to show you guys this loop is because it's already good on its own. So you can just kind of add drums to it, and it's already going to sound good. So I'm going to show you a few techniques to, create some variation within the sample so it's not too repetitive. So first thing you can do is obviously bring it up and down an octave. So I can already just tell by the sample it's going to be way too muddy down here. So up an octave is... Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad, actually.
Yeah, I like that.
How did I do this? How do I make it so small, and how do I bring it back? Oh, I don't like it.
That's me on Fruity Loops.
How do I put it back in my mixer track? A really popular thing you can do is put halftime into it, and that just kind of, creates a different kind of rhythm and sound while still maintaining the same chord progression.
Halftime's
so it's not
good.
overlapping. We can get that. that, export it. That can be the intro. So this sample just plays one chord throughout the whole thing, and that's really good if you want to create variation, because it doesn't sound too crazy when you start to morph it a lot. So I'm going to take the high octave one, I'm going to stretch it, and we're going to stretch to the bar here so that it's playing twice as fast. And since it's playing the same chord, it shouldn't sound that bad. That's not bad. I'm getting inspiration for this as well. So maybe we can do like a reverse on those last two. I think I want those two. Let's get these two. Let's export that all together. We can put even more stuff on top of it. This one's going a lot faster than the main melody, so I don't want it to sound too busy. Let's just give it some stereo separation on either bit, maybe a bit of.
I like him, man. He makes good tutorials.
Chill in the background.
That's hard.
Another thing that might work is if we go into Edison, let's just chop a nice clean note and then bring it into a sampler and see if we can actually just play that as an instrument. Don't want that.
Clean that boy up.
Let's make a little counter melody on top. Ooh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, I like the sampleness. A lot of how I learned how to make beats was, it's a producer called Needles. If you've never heard of him, look him up. He had a video when, this is years ago, maybe 10, 15 years ago, and he made a lot of stuff for like 50 Cent, G-Unit back in the day. He does like Bruno Mars stuff, like still out here killing it, bro. But his method, I don't know if he still does it, but a lot back then, he would sample like one little piece of a guitar and then make a beat out of the whole thing. And it's something about when a melody is like sampled, it has a different kind of vibe to it, which I love. So that's why that counter melody to me is going crazy.
Definitely some delay, space it out a bit.
Air candy, man. It's all the little fine tuning.
Export that.
Alright, I like that.
The bottom octave, it makes it super subtle. And once you have all your parts, you can start structuring it into a real beat. So we can have the halftime part as the intro before the drums come in. We can have this come halfway into the verse. We can have the high octave at the hook. We can bring this at the same time. There's a lot of possibilities. But this is really dope because we started with 1 6-second loop and we were able to create 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 different patterns. The last one we're gonna flip is this really dope soul
I like
sample.
that one.
Let's do some chopping for this one. We're gonna use Fruity Slicer. Once again, the safest bet is to just chop this on beat. I'm gonna let the metronome play, fiddle around the keys, and just see what sounds good. Really trusting my ears for this one.
That sample crazy.
That's cool. And just because you're doing chops doesn't mean you only have to play one note at a time. You just have to be mindful of the chord progressions happening. That's the same chord, so we can layer all this. Great. There's a lot of mud in that bottom end, so make sure you take that out.
EQ everything.
Little bit of clicking, so let's just move the attack up a bit. Let's get some drums going.
Hold on, man. I saw my homie in there. Hold on. Okay, never mind. I'm messing it up. Maxwell's in there.
Let's move the attack up a bit. Let's get some drums going.
Where is it at? I saw it. Maxwell. Yo. Super fire, bro. Maxwell is the GOAT.
See?
Ooh, I like the swing.
Nice big fat drums.
I like the swing.
I really like those horns, so let's just kind of isolate those from the original sample.
Alright. I like the way you do that.
A little bit of clicking there, so let's just kind of make it bleed. Okay, yeah, you can really hear that bass coming in and out, so let's just EQ exactly what we need. A little high up, so let's move everything down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3.
Yeah, he be in the zone.
I'd put the intro at the beginning, just let them see what I'm going to flip. Bring it up an octave, perhaps. Ooh, yeah, octave
That's
up.
not good.
Okay, so here's the full thing. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's a wrap, man. Make sure you follow Simon, man. I really enjoy his tutorials, man. Good teacher, man. I like the way he edits. And, man, on the road to 1,000 subscribers, man. Make sure y'all hit me up. Like, comment, subscribe. All right, man. Catch y'all next time.